Right, so what we want to talk about here is just about trolls, stalkers, and all those lovely people that you can meet usually when you play online games. And as you can see here, I'm just showing you some screenshots, there's actually people here who have created guilds, characters dedicated to trying to quote troll me, so to speak. And for you guys that aren't aware of really what trolling means, it's essentially somebody that's trying to get under your skin, kind of like, I don't know, stereotypically I guess you can think of it as a 12-year-old kid trying to just swear at somebody just to try to make them mad. But unfortunately, I guess for them, it doesn't really work on people like us because in our opinion, it's just a little bit too immature and we actually find it funny.
I just find it, what the hell, man.
How about you, Sid? Have any experience with stalkers and all those lovely people?
Yeah, but it's not that kind of stalker. It's more like creepy guy stalkers.
I guess it's just part of being the female in video games, right?
Yeah, I guess it's just part of being a girl and basically mostly, mostly men, are in the game. So you just have to be careful.
Now we often wonder too, I mean when you play a game like this you'd think your objective would be to go kill bosses and so forth, just like how we've shown in the previous videos, but for these guys, for a lot of these guys, they seem to exist for a different purpose, which is to, for example, like just using ourselves as an example, just constantly trying to compare themselves to us or trying to compete with us, for example. It's like they are just so obsessed with it. Like, what would you say about that, Earth?
You see a lot of people, like a lot of in-game or even real life people actually have that mentality. Let's just take some person who's really good at what he does and troll them to make ourselves look better. And I don't know, just bad.
Now some people would ask, well, why are people like this? I mean, why are they so obsessed to the point where they constantly try to harass others or even go to the certain extent like trying to, even trying to find out their real life details when it's just a game? I mean, in my opinion, I said it before, even though it's just a game, I think people have to realize there's a lot of real social interaction here. I mean, it's no difference from, say, a bunch of people getting together and there's like what people would call like a sheep or a crowd or a mob mentality, so to speak, where they're just trying to follow what other people say and do. Because at the same time, when you reach to this level of, a certain level of accomplishment, it's almost like real life. People hate, for example, I don't know, a wealthy person, a successful person, a celebrity, so to speak, whatever you want to call it. People just want to latch on and hate people just because they're kind of, I guess if you want to call it, a little envy about what they have and what they don't, if that makes sense.
It's the analogy of the crab pot.
What did you call it?
It's the analogy of the crab pot.
Oh,
Did you ever hear it?
No, I haven't. You can explain.
No, like.
Alright, if you put a bunch of crabs into a pot and you turn the water on and start to cook them, well, if there's one that manages to get towards the top and start to get out, the other ones try to pull it back down to not let it out.
Interesting.
Wow. Interesting. Well, I don't cook crabs, so I have no clue. That is really...
Yeah, if one tries to rise to the top and climb out of the pot, the other ones will try to grab its leg and pull it back down with them.
Why? What the hell?
What's the reason for that?
I'm not a crab, but the analogy is that people are like that, where they don't like other people to be successful because it makes them more unhappy about themselves and their own lives.
Interesting.
Oh, wow.
I know there's a lot of, quote, guild leaders that say it's one of the most, most pressured role there is, like in a video game. It kind of makes it unfun because so many people are always trying to hammer you in every direction. But honestly, I guess for me, what helps is in many ways you have to relate your interaction with people here kind of like real life. It's no different. I mean, I know for me, I'm in these kind of situations many times where you have a lot of people, just around you, you get like a lot of attention, so in a way it's easy for me to handle. But that's just something to consider for anyone that's actually even consider, doing stuff like this. I mean, for me, it doesn't stress me out, but I know for a lot of people, if they just take it too personal, and you just gotta remember, you can't really handle how other people react, but you can manage how you react to a situation. I guess the bottom line too is we kind of said before, like there's a lot of different types of people that play these type of games. Like even from what I said, like I was surprised how many like adults, working professionals, you know, and couples there are that play these type of games. So very mature people that you wouldn't expect normally, like stereotypically. But on the flip side, you have to remember there will be a lot of, for example, little kids, people that are, you know, unemployed, unhappy in life in general. So they just kind of, their outlet here is kind of like it's like backlashing at other people for their own stress in life, if that makes sense. So you have to keep that in mind. Don't let that ruin your experience, in my opinion, for your enjoyment of the game. Well, so that's basically our story and what we see basically from the games that we play currently. How about you guys, the people that are watching this video? What kind of trolls or stalkers have you guys experienced? What kind of stories have you guys? I mean, feel free to leave comments or even video replies. It's kind of interesting just to see how common or different these type of thing is for people that play other games. I guess until then, we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, see you guys next time. Say bye. Bye. Yeah. Okay, she said bye then.